What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Boston Clinic, keeping it moving. And you know, Tevin Farmer never wanted to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. You know, when they was in DC for one of those fights and they had the little splat or whatever. You know, basically it was for Tevin Farmer to make a name for himself. You know, Tank trying to make a name for himself, but more Tevin Farmer. You know, Tevin was a guy who had a lackluster start to his career, got knocked out by Pedraza, lost a few other fights, or a couple other fights, and, built himself back up. And, a lot of people, got caught up in this flash in the pan and the pizzazz and the flashy head movement and punches and combinations. And they started to believe that Tevin Farmer he started to become a folk hero, a guy that has some skills, I'm not going to lie. But, who did he beat? What top opposition guy did he beat? You know what I'm saying? And, that's not a knock on him because he's building himself back up. And it's incredible to see the transformation from being a guy that was getting knocked around like a piñata to really taking his craft serious now. And, but on several occasions, he's been very dismissive of Gervonta Tank Davis. And we can go through the timeline. They was going to let Tevin Farmer step in on Mayweather versus McGregor undercard. Tevin Farmer said, no, I don't want that. I'd rather go fight Billy Dibbs. For the number one contender spot to be the mandatory to Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank Davis laid down the gauntlet after a couple fighters fell through for him on that day. I think Salido was one. It was another guy that fell through. I can't remember. But he was like, you know what? Because the IBF ordered Tevin Farmer versus Billy Dibbs, and then the winner will be Tank Davis mandatory. Tank Davis said, we can, pay Billy Dibbs some step-aside money, and you can fight me right now, and then I'll whoop on Billy Dibbs after I whoop on you. Tevin Farmer said, no, I'd rather just go through the process, fight Billy Dibbs, and become your mandatory. Who does that? Who wants to fight a mandatory instead of getting to fighting a champion? And he said this on This Is 50 interview, so you can go look it up yourself. And I'm going to link the newest interview he did after the Charlo fight this weekend. Who says something like that? I want to fight the fight to be the mandatory. I don't want to fight the champion. He really never wanted Gervonta Tank Davis. And let's just be 100. A lot of you guys got caught up with the head movement and flashy punching and all that and what he's doing. But who was he fighting? You can look good versus anybody, any bums or whatever, any regular or subpar fighter. He wasn't beating no top opposition at 130, you dig? And y'all, hopping on his hype train or whatever. And then, in this new interview, he says that, I don't want to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. It's pointless, In the interview, said, I know a lot of fans asked you about the Tank Davis fight. They want to see fight Tank. He said, I really don't want the fight. He's fighting this guy from Japan for, the IBF Tank Davis lost on a scale. He said, Tank Davis got to get a title, and then, then we can fight. Then I just really wanted to take his title. That's it. At the end of the day, man, why wouldn't you want to fight? It sells. It puts you on a pedestal, a national pedestal. Most people know who Gervonta Tank Davis is. It seems like he's sliding his career. He's very immature, and he's not focused, so he's very beatable right now. And you need to make a name for yourself. Even if you win the IBF title and beat this unknown guy from Japan who's been stopped once, who's 22-1 with 17 knockouts, got knocked out once. Even if you beat him, nobody's still going to know who you are. It might open up a door or two at 130 pounds, but nobody's still going to be checking for Tevin Farmer on the casual level. If you fight Gervonta Tank Davis, it's a big fight. People want to see that fight on the East Coast, but he's very dismissive of that fight. He's been dismissive of that fight several times. I done heard him on several occasions, oh, no. But y'all had a little spat. You talk all greasy. We know Gervonta Tank Davis about that life, but I'm telling you guys, Tevin Farmer is not about that life. It sound good, it look good, it feel good, but it ain't good. He don't want Gervonta Tank Davis. Even if Tank don't got a belt and you get a belt, okay, fight Tank Davis. He's the next guy under this Japan guy and you. So why are you scared to fight this man if it's the most financial lucrative fight that you can get? Because it's the biggest fight at 130 other than Rigondeaux and Lomachenko on a casual level because we know the history these guys had. But I'm telling you, Tevin don't want that smoke. They don't make them Philly fighters like they used to. You know, they don't. You know, they don't. They not all grits and balls no more. This is a new generation of Philly fighters, you know. You know, talk all that trash and go back on their back like J-Rock, you know. But it is what it is. You know, he don't really want it. I'm telling you guys. Let me know what y'all think.